Brussels Brexit pushback. EU refuses to talk to UK about free trade deal in October. The EU is preventing the chances of a positive Brexit by refusing to talk about a future free trade deal, British ministers have claimed. The Brussels bloc is insisting that, before a free trade deal is discussed, there must be sufficient progress on EU citizens' rights, the amount Britain will pay in its Brexit bill and Northern Ireland. However, UK ministers would like the EU to agree to discussions about a free trade deal in October even if no agreement is reached on how much Britain will pay when leaving the crumbling superstate. It is the EU Council which represents the 27 EU countries that has the power to decide when to start talks about a trade deal. When Britain and the EU meet in October, it is hoped that Michel Barnier, who is conducting Brexit talks on behalf of Brussels, will be given permission to widen the scope of negotiations to free trade. Brexit Secretary David Davis publicly expressed his concerns over timing. He said, "With the clock ticking, it wouldn't be in either of our interests to run aspects of the negotiations twice." A senior Whitehall source said, "The UK government is getting us into a position where it will become obvious that if there's a problem when we leave with trade, it will be the EU who created it, not the UK. The decision has got to be taken about talking about the future relationship at the October EU Council. That's when it ought to be taken. The sensible thing to do is talk about it as soon as possible. It's pretty obvious some aspects of the Ireland issues can't be solved until you're talking about how trade will work across the border." Mr. Davis added, "In the coming days we will demonstrate our thinking even further, with 5 new papers, all part of our work to drive the talks forward, and make sure we can show beyond doubt that we have made sufficient progress on withdrawal issues by October so that we can move on to discuss our future relationship." 5 papers are set to be released this week, covering topics such as goods and services, confidential documents, civil judicial cooperation, dispute resolution and data protection. The papers will be discussed at another round of talks with the EU at the end of the month. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and don't forget to subscribe English News Hub for new excited videos.